Welcome inside Manhattan Beach Studios. I'm Victoria Dennis, along the founder of Bad Boys Volleyball, Mike Griffin, and the heartbeat of the Seaside Open that happens every year up in Seaside, Oregon.
Yep.
But there's a lot happening for Bad Boys Volleyball. We have the OC Crown that we're going to touch on, grass here in Huntington Beach, California.
Yep.
We're going to dive into Seaside, the
Mhm.
jewel of the Pacific Northwest. So let's start from the beginning. Bad Boys Volleyball.
Yeah. Well, so Bad Boys Open Volleyball I started it back in 1999. And it essentially was the name of a volleyball tournament. It was the Bad Boys Open Volleyball tournament that I created. I'm a retired police officer, so go figure, bad boys, right? It just kind of goes hand in hand. But I started off as a charity tournament, like I'm a volleyball guy. And so I had all these friends and community that I participated with and I was like, well, what can I do to, you know, raise money or do a fundraiser? And so I created the Bad Boys Open Volleyball Tournament. And I would do this one event every year, and it eventually just grew and grew and grew, and then over the years it just kind of Bad Boys Open just kind of turned into a brand, I guess, or a event management company, and then that started me on the path to create events, which I created the Orange County Crown about 4 years ago. I just kind of had this idea, and then it brought me to Seaside, taking over that event. And so it just kind of, the volleyball bug bit me, and I retired from my law enforcement gig, and now I'm just a full-time volleyball guy. I cannot complain. I love it.
The volleyball bug will get you. And once you're in, you're in.
Yep.
It's a commitment. It's
is.
a lifestyle.
It is.
Like the whole culture around it. And it's so cool because you meet the coolest people. And now, I mean, you run like some of the coolest tournaments in the nation, the biggest one in the nation, which we'll touch on Seaside.
Yeah.
But OC Crown, what is it? How do people sign up?
So the Orange County Crown is a grass volleyball tournament, and I started it. My whole idea was in 2020, and then the COVID thing happened. So we're in our fourth year, and I'm trying to lock in a home. Last year we had it at Long Beach State University. We couldn't get the facility this year, so we moved it. We partnered with the Huntington Beach High School boys volleyball team. So they got us the field, and we're gonna make a donation to their program for helping us find a spot for the event this year. And so it's growing. It's grown every year we've had it. And this year we're little over 100 and something teams now. I want to over the 2 days. So it's July 19th and 20th. The first day on Saturday the 19th is going to be all triples. So we have open and A and B divisions in both men's and women's. And then Sunday we're running the reverse co-ed fours, running doubles, and then we're running the junior boys 18, 16s and 14s quads divisions. So we need to get those junior boys out. Nationals is over, so now they can come outside and just have fun.
Exactly. And you're using the high school boys facilities anyway, so
Exactly.
they should get all their buddies.
We should see a bunch
from Newport Harbor or Laguna, wherever they are around there in Orange County. They're out there playing anyways. We got to get the juniors signed up.
We do. And we're, Balboa Bay Club they've been sharing the posts with us and collaborating with us. So hopefully we see a lot of the club players and kind of make it a club versus club type event, with, all the different clubs to come out and bring their boys and continue their rivalries on the grass instead of on the indoor floor. So
always. That'd
volleyball.
be fun. That'd be fun to see. And they have all their board shorts from indoor club anyways.
Exactly.
So they can be out there representing at the OC Crown.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. I played in it last year. But the beach category, there was a beach category last year.
Yes, we did win a beach category last year because we had it at Long Beach, so it was perfect spot.
I won your open last
That's right. Yeah. You're always there. I'm glad you won the open. You should.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah.
It's a fun tournament, and I kind of created it because I played a lot of grass because where I was living up in the Pacific Northwest, and so there wasn't a whole bunch of beach at the time. I played a lot when I was going to school down here and all that. And but even back when I was playing in my college days in the 90s, like there was a lot of grass volleyball tournaments here in Orange County and in SoCal and stuff. And so when I developed this idea to build the Orange County Crown, I was kind of like, well, Wapaka and Pottstown and all these unbelievable huge grass tournaments, I'm like, I want to bring that here. I want to do something here on this side of the country because there's so many volleyball players. Not everybody plays beach. There's a lot of people that don't enjoy beach as much as others do, but we still love the game, and so wanted to create an avenue for and an event to run here and to make a one big giant event, maybe one or two of them, because there's a few outfits here in Southern California that run grass events. Silicon Beach does it, and so does IV Ball here in LA. And so I spoke to both of them. I'm like, look, I'm going to come and run this big event. I don't want to step on your guys' toes. I want to be a good partner with you guys, and I'll do one or two big events a year. Right now it's only one, but want to bring us all together, bring the communities together, and just grow the sport and have fun. And that's kind of what the Crown's about. It's just bringing the volleyball community together, and let's all have a good time doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see it, throughout the states too. Not everybody has access to sand volleyball.
Yeah.
And grass has a huge presence across the nation. And as you said, like you see it at Pottstown, you see it at Wapaka, and people are flying into these locations. I mean, why wouldn't they want to fly into Orange County also, or road trip from wherever, spend a weekend in California and play in this awesome grass tournament?
Yeah, it's, and I kind of look at, I look at Wapaka, I look at Pottstown, I look at the Motherlode in Colorado, I look at these guys and like, they're just doing it right. And, and people are coming from all over, and like, who doesn't want to come to SoCal and, and play a fun tournament and have a good time doing it and meeting a whole bunch of different people. And, that's what that's what volleyball is about, right? Is we want to grow the sport. And that's why I created this event, and it's growing. I ended up partnering with Aiden Knipe and Dane Hillis, both Long Beach State guys, and from the men's team, and they won a national championship, by the way, this year. Congrats. And so teaming up with those guys and getting to know them and what their vision for the sport, they're just, they're young and want to grow the game as well. So, they got the volleyball bug too, obviously. So just trying to grow this tournament and see where we can take it. I mean, if we can make it the Pottstown or the Wapaka, Southern California, like I am 100% in on that.
And it is well on its way to becoming that. I mean, very quickly. There is opportunity for juniors to play in the OC Crown all the way up to open level. So anybody can punch their ticket and play in the OC Crown. And you can really see just the grassroots, pun fully intended, in this sport. And you can see it in the juniors. I mean, Southern California is so saturated with volleyball in general, but for juniors, especially along the coast, it's one of the top two sports in middle school and high school. It's really crazy to see.
Yeah. And boys volleyball is growing right now. And I think the last time I looked it was like the fastest growing sport.
Yep.
In high school sports and stuff. So, I was like, it's just a great opportunity to build something, and I just kind of came up with it as an idea, to start the OC Crown. And, and I know just with my experience, it takes a little bit for tournaments to grow each and every year and stuff. So, it's always funny, right? When right after the term's over, like, are you going to do another one in 6 months? So so it might come to the point where I do a do a smaller version of the OC Crown and making the OC Crown in the summertime, the big one.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's cool.
I'm down to do whatever.
Hey, FUDs happens twice a year in Florida.
Yep, that's true.
California has warm enough weather. You can do it twice a year easily.
I can.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to also create one because I live in Arizona now. I want to do the Cactus Crown and then have everyone come to the desert and come play that one,
Absolutely. In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Done and done.
I'll mark you down. I'll
All right.
put you down as the first team. Oh, Vic's playing, so everybody else has to come.
Yep.
So.
Well, I'm signed up and ready for the OC Crown Saturday, July 19th.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. That's all triples on Saturday.
Yes, all triples are on Saturday. My team name is Our Let Serves Legal.
That's right. And I wish I would have printed out the list of all the teams, because there is some hilarious team names, and I almost want to run I think because you said that, I think I'm gonna create a contest and have the best team, and then and I'll team up with Chris at Slunks or something, and we'll give away a best team name prize or something, because that's hilarious.
That would be epic. Epic.
And I do have another category I started for the Crown this year.
What is it?
I made a 1/3 size volleyball court.
Okay.
So it's 10 feet, the net's 10 feet, and then the boundary line, the lines are going to be 10 feet on each side. And we're going to have one-on-one tournaments. So people can sign up, play one-on-one, and win prize, win a hat or win something from our sponsors,
Oh my gosh.
And so it'll be a 1v1 tournament in between while everyone's playing.
That is sick.
It's gonna be super fun.
How fun.
Yeah.
If you don't have a line of all the juniors boys at that court, I would be shocked.
Yeah. Right?
Because coming from coaching the boys side, before practice even starts, they're just one-on-one at the net, just throwing the ball, chucking it every which way, playing short court.
Yeah, and it's such a great way to, get touches too.
Yeah.
I used to have, when I was coaching my boys team, I would have them play one-on-one against each other, and just to get all the touches on the ball, and and just making a move and all that stuff. It's a great warm up, but I was thinking about it, and so I called my buddies over at United Volleyball up in Seattle. I'm like, I need a court made. I just need a 1/3 size volleyball court, And then I selfishly made it so I can put it in my backyard and play. When I have grandkids one day, I can start playing.
There you go.
Playing
there
with
you
them.
go.
So yeah. So I'm gonna start that this year. Is have a 1v1 tournament.
And that's at the OC Crown.
I'm gonna have it at the first annual 1v1 at the OC Crown, and have anybody and everybody play it. It's gonna be hilarious.
That is so fun.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some moms and dads that jump in that line. Absolutely.
Totally.
They have to show their kids what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what my money paid for.
Yeah.
And I know we're gonna have a ton of parents that used to play ball, so it's just
come on down.
These kids could get a lesson taught to them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I love it.
I might even have to get in on this. So.
You do. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have to. That would be so fun. Done. Yeah. Done and done.
I'll play you. Good. You're up against me first.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see you there. 6 a.m. Sunrise.
We're up. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's talk about Seaside.
Yes.
For people who are maybe living under a rock to not know what Seaside is, how do you explain the Seaside Open?
Man, it's, words cannot describe how immense this event is. So I partnered with a buddy of mine who owns NWAS Volleyball up in the Northwest, and it's PT Tillavan, and he owns his own volleyball club, but he and I teamed up years and years ago to run the Bad Boys Open tournament. And so, he's a computer guy and all that stuff, so he would build the brackets and do all that kind of stuff, and so we would just run tournaments together. And then one year we played in 2015, and we got word that the Seaside Chamber of Commerce, who owns the Seaside Beach Volleyball Tournament, was looking for a new tournament director. And so PT and our other buddy Dang at the time, we were all talking. We're like, well, we run tournaments. Why don't we just put our name in the hat and see what happens? I mean, it's like, well, how bad can it be? It's only like running, 45 tournaments all at once, because all the divisions. And so we did it. We put our name in the hat. We got an interview, and we kind of worked with the local USA volleyball region up there, and used similar to, I can't remember what it was called, but we used the same bracketing system as they use in indoor. And so we kind of gave them a live play-by-play of like, okay, this is your schedule. This is your play schedule, once you win, and it shows you because at the time, everything was done old school up on a whiteboard, and you'd have to walk a country mile to the tournament desk, find out what time you play, and then walk all the way back, and so
At Seaside, it's a country mile because you're walking past 100 and how many courts are out there?
now
Yep.
my team and I are building 237 this year.
237 courts. And it's full. You said signups are...
It's there's waiting lists like 20, 30 teams deep right now. I think we are over 2,100 teams already.
Oh my goodness.
It is insane. And I will hand it to Kevin McCulloch and of Volleyball Life and PT and our team of tournament directors. They can have that. I will go build. You tell me how many courts you want. Okay, fine. Me and my team will go do the labor and we'll build it. But I want no part of the bracketing. Like that is a completely different animal. But
yeah.
But we're a team and we work together and we do it and we try and make it as smooth and fun for everybody, because it's an experience. I mean, like you've been there, like you've seen, like we start building the Sunday before. The tournament starts on Thursday, so it's historically always been the second weekend of August, right? So it's in between the 6-man and the MBO.
I've spent quite a few birthdays up there in Seaside because my birthday is August 8th.
Yeah.
And I've played in like 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember every time you've come. So.
Yeah. Jumped on the mic for the broadcast. That was fun.
That was fun year. I remember you got to do that. You killed it, by the way.
Thank you.
You killed it with that. Yeah. And it's, so it's growing. The tournament's growing. We've grown it. Our team, we've been able to grow it by a couple hundred teams every year. So I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing that we're making it grow like that, because it's like we just create more work for ourselves. We got to stop doing such a decent job, I guess.
I know. I would say slightly above decent. Yeah. I would say. I mean, you guys put on quite the show up there. I mean, just like from pure operation standpoint, to have over 200 courts and then every which way you could possibly play volleyball. I mean, you have co-ed doubles, normal doubles, you have quads going, correct?
Yep.
Open to double B.
Oh, and then from 18s all the way down to 12s. Like we have
all of it.
All of it. Like every generation is covered.
But that's what you have. That's the key word, is generation.
Yeah, it's generational.
Right?
Absolutely.
And there's now parents playing with kids and even grandparents playing with their grandkids now. Yeah. They got a 10-year-old niece or nephew, and you see grandma, grandpa out there who've been coming to Seaside since the beginning with their kids, and now their grandkids are there. I mean, it's so special, and I genuinely don't think there's another tournament like that in the U.S.
No, I'd be curious to see if there is. I mean, and I'm sure the Pottstown guys, because they've been around for a long time too. So those are generational tournaments as well. But I mean, that just kind of epitomizes the sport, right? Like my daughters both played. My son didn't play, which I'll forgive him for that one day. But but you look at this event, like I know a handful of people that mom and dad have played open, and now their kids are playing open, and played club and worked their way up, and grandma and grandpa have played it. And, you know, I would love to see, because we had last year, we had a proposal on center court, which was super cool. And, you know, but all the relationships and families that have, you know, like mom and dad met at the Seaside tournament, like I would love to hear like all of those stories.
Oh,
you know.
there's probably so many. I mean,
mean-
the proposal, they probably met at Seaside.
Yeah, I think they did. And I think that's why he wanted to do it there. Like it was, yeah. So we got a whole video on it, and you know, and Chris at Slunks was like, because they were wearing the Seaside Slunks, and he's like, I want to know who they are, and so he, you know, it just like that's what's so cool, right? About our sport is like there's so many like people come from all over, but we all have this one thing in common, and that's the love of this game. And that's why, you know, I look at Seaside and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go build this thing. It's so much work. But at the same time, I love that event so much, because it means so much to me that to be a part of it, because it's such an honor for me to, and my team to, like, I get to, like, the people that we have on our staff with that event are the best. Like we
Yeah.
could not swing it without the people that are an intricate part of the success of this event. Like it's a monster, but it's you know, it's, I'm just kind of going all over the place, but it's, you know, it's generational.
It is.
I mean, all the people that are working with it now, like they've played it. I played it. I played that tournament since I was 18. You know, I actually won parent child with my daughter a few years ago.
You did?
Yep, when she was 14. So we won the parent child division. So
my
I can say I've won a Seaside.
There you go. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite center courts, because there is no grandstands. You guys bulldoze mountains of sand around center court, and people come out a week in advance and claim territory. Like, how in advance are people putting down those lawn chairs?
Oh man, so we start it on the Sunday before. The bulldozer comes in and starts building it, and we don't let anyone in there until the bulldozer's off the beach, and because of the state park permit. But once it's like a marathon race. Like we remove the things, and people start coming and claiming their spot, you know. But what's cool about Seaside though is, because people come back every year, and it's like a pilgrimage, you know. It's like the Woodstock of volleyball. People know, like, oh, this is where this group sits, and this is where these guys sit, and so it's like everyone comes back. It's like a reunion every summer, right? And everyone comes back and puts their spot in the ground. And like my one buddy's Brian Pelster, he comes back every year, and he's the one with the disco ball on center court.
Yes.
Those crazy guys, they always, like, everybody knows, like, this is where those guys sit, you know, they're right along the fence. And they kind of get first dibs too, because they actually come out and they help us build center court, you know. They'll help us put the fencing up and put everything up and run power, you know, to the stage and all that kind of stuff. People come out and help us and work. So, you know, but that's the thing about Seaside when we build center court, man, is everyone knows where everything is, you know. And I had to put my foot down a couple years ago, because people were bringing in furniture. Like,
I remember seeing an actual couch from living spaces or something.
Yeah, they go to like Goodwill, grab a couch on the way out to the beach, and they put it in the sand, so people are sitting like in their living, which was great. But it got to the point where people weren't taking their garbage out. Like, like, hey, we have dumpsters here. Like, don't, you know, I'm from Hawaii, so, you know, don't dirty up the beach, right? Keep the beaches clean. And so I finally was like, nope, that's it. I'm not going to allow, you know, I don't want to clean up after everybody, after it's already a drunken nightmare at center, which is totally fine. But let's be good stewards of our beaches and clean up after ourselves. So I banned it.
That's fair.
And there were some people, like, they tested me. I said, I promise you, you put a couch on there, when you come back the next morning, it's going to be gone, because our staff will take it out.
Oh yeah.
And we did. And now people bring inflatable couches, which makes it easier to take it out, and which is
Great.
which is the ingenuity of people coming
yeah.
to sit center court, but you have to.
You have to.
There's no other environment. I don't think
No.
any other beach volleyball tournament does what we have with Seaside with everybody.
No.
It's the coolest thing. And then we get crazy Dave Shaw out there hyping everybody up. So
Dave Shaw does such a fantastic job
unbelievable.
every single year, and not just at Seaside, but wherever he goes. But like, he thrives at Seaside.
Totally does.
There's something else in his blood, and it brings everything to life. And he just, I mean, if you build it, they shall come. But like, once the people are there, he just runs with it and just feels the electricity in the air. And I don't know how he does his job, because he is on that mic for 3 days straight, right?
Yeah.
From 8 a.m.
till 7 or 8 when the last match is
8
over.
p.m.
Yeah.
He's
Because
talking
we're so
for
far
12
north,
hours.
we have sunlight up there till 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
So he's on the mic the whole time.
Like, he was my alarm clock when I was staying.
All of a sudden you hear him on the thing.
Yep. I'm like, well, time to get down to the beach.
I guess Dave's on the beach. I need to get down there.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that guy. I love having him there, and I'm bringing him out for the crown. He's going to do the crown. He's done the crown for me the last few years. So it's, I have a funny Dave story.
Okay, let's hear it.
So a few years ago, I think I brought him on like in 2018, I think was when I brought him to Seaside. Yeah, it was 2018, because I was at nationals, because he would do boys nationals, right? And we didn't have our announcer quit on us like 5 weeks before Seaside. I'm like, what am I going to do? And my boys team, we're playing on court 2, right next to center court. And I hear this voice, and the crowd is going crazy. And so I call my boss at Seaside at the time. I go, I think I found our announcer. And I go, listen to this. It was kind of like remembering Back to the Future, where he goes, hey, this is your cousin Marvin Berry. This, and so it's the same exact type of thing, And I held the phone up so he could hear, and he goes, you need to talk to that guy. And so when our match got over, I'm running around looking for Dave, and there's no one sitting at the desk at center court. I'm like, but where is this guy? And then all of a sudden I see the suit. I see the wild, crazy suit running around the, high-fiving with everybody. And so I went up to him. I said, hey, I'm Mike Griffin, and I own Bad Boys Open Volleyball. I go, have you ever heard of Seaside Beach Volleyball Tournament? He goes, you mean the largest beach volleyball tournament in the world? Yeah, I've heard of it. I go, we're looking for an announcer. He goes, I'll do it for free. And then Dave's been with us ever since, and Dave and I have become really good friends, and love the guy to death, and he does such an amazing job. And I mean, and that's just another part of that event to make, and that's why I brought him into the crown. I'm like, if anyone's going to help me hype this thing up and grow it, I mean, I got to bring Dave in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Dave and his matching suits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or not matching, but it still works for some reason.
Yeah. The polka dot with a stripe. Yep.
Yeah.
He met my parents playing in Seaside, I think. And then at the OC Crown last year, he remembered meeting my dad, because my dad was like obsessed with one of his funny, suit, whatever he had on.
Yeah.
And he brought my dad one. It was so sweet. It was a year later, and he remembered.
Such a good dude.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's how he is, and he brings that vibe every time to the, brings that volleyball spirit with him wherever he goes. So and that's why I, with Seaside and with the crown and stuff, it's events are only as good as the people you surround yourself with, and so. I mean, I'm a firm believer in that, and I'm blessed to just be doing volleyball stuff. So
it's the coolest.
It's crazy to me. It's like I've loved this game since I started playing it, and all these facilities are popping up all over the place, which is great for our sport.
It's huge.
So and what's cool too is where I live in Arizona is beach volleyball now is a high school sport for boys. It's 38 schools or something like that.
Nice.
Are going to have beach volleyball. So, I mean, they already have the facilities because they have beach volleyball for girls. So now the boys are getting the opportunity to play it. So,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's really cool.
I mean, just seeing all these different areas, right, where the sport's growing is so fun.
Yeah, and it's so needed on the boys' side too. I mean, we're watering the flowers, of course, on the girls' side, but the boys' side, like there has to be opportunity to be created as well. And you kind of see it, like I'm in-house for the Bruins for both men and women's team there, and just comparing, like it's orange and apples, NCAA men's and women's volleyball, like, but the talent, I mean, it's just so deep on the boys' side, but they don't have as much opportunity to showcase that. So hopefully, as the juniors continue to grow, then, collegiate level will be able to see it. And that'll just like, catapult then into the pro scene. And I guess, it starts at the roots with the juniors, I guess, right?
Yeah. And, and we're on the cusp of, another Olympics here. So hopefully we'll have that same rebirth of the sport and that we had in 84 through 88 and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's just, I can't go nowhere but up, but from here, I think, I think it just takes people like yourself and like me and all of us who love the game to continue to advocate for it and to continue to bark about it and make waves about it and just grow the game.
Grow the game.
I mean, I look at how much volleyball has brought to my life, and it's brought me my best friends. It's brought me all these incredible relationships with people. And I mean, that's what I want to, share with the world as far as the sport goes.
Yeah. And that's what's so special about it, right? Is that even like when I'm coaching my club teams at the juniors level right now for indoor, like I'll have parents come from other sports and come into the volleyball world and they're like, wait, what? Like this is so cool. Like there's nothing like this. Just the camaraderie, the culture, how much fun they're having. Like parents are dressing up on the sideline and like, just having a good time. And whether you're like playing for the #1 team in the nation or like you're just out there to have fun, like there's a spot for everybody in this sport.
Exactly. And that's kind of why, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with the OC Crown too, right? Is like we have the open division with the top players and super competitive, but then there's also the, the juniors division and the people that just love the game and want to play it. And so it's something for everybody. So that's what the game's about, is like
exactly
just bring people together and have a good time doing it.
Exactly. And funny enough, I guess in this area, so we have a lot of STEM businesses here in the greater Los Angeles area, and the sport in the office is pickup volleyball. But these are people that, didn't play growing up, didn't play in college, but they moved to SoCal and their buddies are like, hey, we're going to go play pickup on the beach, or we're going to go play some grass. Like, do you want to come and play? And they're a aerospace engineer and they're just like, sure. And then they keep playing and playing and playing, and they sign up for the OC Crown and they're represented in the B division and having the best time. Like that's like half of my friend group who aren't like on the AVP. Those are like the other friend groups that are also in the volleyball world, but like have the most fun doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's what it's about, right? Is just getting people involved and growing it and because any way you slice it, this game it's the best game ever as far as I'm concerned. It's so much fun.
Hands down.
So much fun.
The best time.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was super fun.
Super fun. Anything that we missed, where can everybody sign up for the OC Crown?
OC Crown, they can go to Bad Boys Open VB, or I'm sorry, badboysopen.volleyballlife.com, or you can go to the Bad Boys Open Volleyball website and you can get on the link there. And then Seaside, same thing. You can get to the Seaside link from there as well. And better hurry, Seaside's filling up. It's
full.
There's full in a lot of the divisions. So it's always funny. Like every year I get a phone call like, hey, I'm like, why? And volleyball players, can we please be better about not procrastinating to sign up for stuff? Like, come on.
No, that'll
No.
never be a thing.
That's right. I cannot say,
Yeah.
I can say that I have tried to push that needle forward to make people not be procrastinators, but whatever. We're laid back and we have a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Well,
a lot
good.
of spots left. I hope the junior boys show up for the crown, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you there next week.
Yes,
It's
I'll
gonna be
see you
super
there.
fun.
Cannot wait.
It's gonna be so fun.
Yes.
So
We'll
competitive.
bring the crew, the Easy Up.
Absolutely.
My
Boom.
parents are coming out.
Yes.
They can't wait.
Yes.
Yes. And everybody needs to follow you on Instagram.
Yes. Bad Boys Open VB. Love it. Would love to get the follows and the Slunks OC Crown drops are gonna be. We're doing the Slunks drop of the new OC Crown shorts at the event only.
Oh.
Not online, not anywhere. You got to go. You got to come to the event to get them.
Got to come to OC Crown to get the custom slunks.
Custom OC Crown slunks. Yep.
Wow.
And I got them in the car. I should have brought them in and wiggled them at everybody to make them.
We can do a little post-production thing. Yeah. We'll get it out there.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Vic. I appreciate it. I always love seeing you and always love talking to you. So thank you for having me on this show.
Hey, anytime.
Yeah.
Next time you're on, we'll have a Kona.
Absolutely, we will.
Done.
Maybe a couple of them.
There you go. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Keep it gritty out there.